In this video, I'm going to show you how to make drum and bass like Sub Focus.
Let me be who I was before. Let me.
Now, Sub Focus is known for his dance floor drum and bass. So typically it will involve like a lush female vocal, some heavy DnB drums with a kick and a snare and lots of hi-hats, and this kind of rhythmic bass pattern that pulsates through the drop. So I used this track On and On with BBY Close, or Baby Close, I don't know how you pronounce it. And then with another producer called Hodge, we were able to create this track. And this track has actually just been released when this video drops. So if you could go and support it, add it to your playlist, there's a link down below. It would mean the world. But without further ado, let's see how it was made. So this is the project here, and the first thing you'll see is we're at 174 BPM. This is the best BPM to work in for dance floor drum and bass. It's what pretty much everyone uses. So secondly, we've picked a key. The key we're using for this track is E minor. And then thirdly, you'll notice this project looks a little bit different. It's color coded, so the drums are blue, bass is red, instruments orange, vocals yellow, and effects green. Now, if you want a similar project template to this is slightly different because Hodge was the first person to send me this track. Then there's a free download to a project template in the description. It will absolutely make your workflow so much better. And then you'll also see along the top, we've got the structure. So the intro is the first 16 bars, the breakdown, the next 8 bars, the build up, the next 8 bars, and then a drop for 16 bars, second half of the drop for 16 bars, and then the track basically repeats itself. So let's start by looking at the intro, then we'll look at the breakdown and build up, and then we'll look at the drop. So the first thing we did was add a hi-hat in the intro, and this is playing every other beat, as you can see. We're using Dancefloor Hat 3, so this is from my Dancefloor DnB sample pack, link down below if you want to grab that. It's designed solely for dancefloor drum and bass. It's got everything you need to make awesome dancefloor drum and bass music, and I've used a lot of the sample pack in this track, so you'll see how it sounds firsthand. So this is literally just a hi-hat playing like this. And this hi-hat's just got a bit of reverb on it. So next we added in a respace. So this is the melody the respace is playing, E, C, B, E. And this respace is from the Dancefloor DnB pack. It's like a very low end one. So it looks a bit like this with some effects on it. And it sounds like this with the hi-hat. And then next we added in some different synths. So first we had a little high rise effect. So this is like a string instrument that's playing really high pitch, and this is really quiet in the background. You'll see it's saying that it's in F, but if we just go in here, you'll see it's pitch adjusted -1 semitone. So that actually goes to E, so it sounds in key. I love using these in the track. So that goes for the whole 16 bars, you can see. And then we've just got some more layers. So these are just like synth layers. And this is one as well. Following the exact same melody as the respace. And these were added by Hodge, who I think did a pretty good job there. So these are just like different plucks that you can find on Serum or on Nexus 4 if you use something like that. Or you can just find samples as well on Splice and then create this melody. And then we've got another synth on top here, which kind of mixes with that. So all in all, it sounds like this. So that gives a nice atmosphere, and then we've got this vocal on top. So this vocal is a dry vocal, and we actually bought this vocal from vocalfy.com. So there's some websites that just sell vocals only, and they sell them as like a pack. So they were originally made with a tune, and then I guess the tune never got released, and then they sold the vocal for it, so you can use it in your tracks. Now, if you use Splice currently and you're pretty new to producing, I just recommend sticking with that because it's cheaper. But as you get better and better at producing, you might want to start investing a little bit more, and then you can buy vocals like this. This is like the next cheapest way to do it without having to pay a vocalist. Unless you can collaborate with a vocalist for free, then that is another option. So let's listen to this vocal here, and you'll see it's literally just drag and dropped in, but we'd used the dry one because the wet one was a bit too much, and then we added our own post-processing to it. So you see the main vocal.
I can feel you everywhere, like a shadow, like a feet. I can feel you everywhere, like a shadow, like a feet. either.
So we've just got Clar waves on it, and then a FabFilter DS. This just means the S's aren't as sharp when she's singing them, and then it's just going into a bunch of reverbs. So this is like one of the reverbs here, a Valhalla Room, and then an EQ at the bottom, and you can see this is how we're just dragging it into here. It's all going to the vocal bus, and then it's all going to the master channel here. So that is the intro. Now let's look at the breakdown. Let's just look at the transition part first. So you notice all these synths here stop because we transition into this like breakdown / build up. So pretty much everything stops apart from the vocal. So let's investigate how this works. So I'll play it for you first.
Turned into a walnut this time. I ain't coming back. If I win or lose, I don't even mind. I'm not.
So you'll notice the vocal switches up as well. It gets like more upbeat. So first of all, the vocal was just chopped up a little bit to fit better. And we cut out some of the breaths as well because they were like a bit too harsh on the ears. So we just removed them. And then we just chopped it up a little bit along here as well. So you can see pretty simple, just finding the best bits, putting them in the right places so the track sounds more effective. And then we've also added in some different drums, so some breaks and some snares and some kick drums and some effects, some sweeps as well. And then we brought in the pulse bass, so let's listen to it.
Not this time. I ain't coming back. If I win or lose, I don't even mind.
So you'll see the EQ here. So we actually brought in some mid to high range.
Not this time. I ain't coming back. If I win or lose.
And then cut out the low end just before the drop, so the drop hits better. Like that. So the drop has more impact. So if you want to know how to make this, this is a pulse bass from the Dancefloor DnB sample pack. But I've actually got a video where I make this and I make the sub bass underneath it, and it's from this tune. I'll leave a link here to watch it, and I'll also put it in the description. So go and watch that, then come back here and you'll have a better understanding of how all that works. So I create this on Serum, then I create the sub bass on the drop, and then I show you the melody as well. I'll quickly show you the melody so you can see it. So it follows what the respace was doing. It's just playing every single half beat, so you can see, and it just follows this nice progression here. And then we also introduced one of the horns, but EQ'd that in very gradually as well, and then it goes on the drop as well. So again, this is a horn from the Dancefloor pack, and these horns sound great in Dancefloor drum and bass. So the melody it's playing is again following the same progression. You've got a theme coming here, and it's slowly being EQ'd again here, you see.
Not this time. I ain't coming. Let me follow the light. Trapped inside.
So you see how we're using little bits from the drop in the build up to make the transition smoother when the drop hits. So this is one way of doing your build ups. So now let's look at these drums that add the groove. So we've literally just got a snare to start with.
Not this time. I ain't coming back. If I win or lose.
And again, this has got a filter on it, so similar to before. So again, this is just a love filter this time, the cutoff slowly increasing.
Not this time. I ain't coming back. If I win or lose, I don't even mind.
And that just goes all the way up. And then if we just zoom in on here, I think this snare might be from Splice, and Hodge did all this, so I'm just guessing there. And then there's a break here as well, which you can't hear because that's also being EQ'd in, but you'll hear it slowly coming in. So let's just... So you can hear that there. And then we got the kick drum coming in the last 8 bars for the build up part. So this kick drum is playing every single beat, and then it doubles here, and then it doubles again here. And we've actually just shortened this, so you see here, we've shortened it there to make it more punchy and less bassy, so it sounds like it's tailing off a little bit before the drop hits. So then we continue down, and the effects are really simple. It's just risers for the transition, down filters, a vocal sweep. I think that was from the vocal pack that we bought, so it came with the nice little sweep. Vocal sweeps, I love using them. They always sound great in tracks. And then we've got another sweep here, another riser here. And then you'll notice everything cuts out an entire bar before the drop. So this is your pre-drop section. So all we've got in this pre-drop section is the vocal and what we like to call a little drum fill. So again, this is from the Dancefloor pack. It sounds like this. And we've chopped it up just for the last bit, and listen. Just a nice little subtle transition. Now let's take a look at the drop. So we'll just look at the first 8 bars to make it a bit more simple. And first of all, if you've watched the other video, you should have your pulse bass set up, and the melody it plays is just this for the first 4 bars and then this for the second 4 bars. So you should have this created along with the sub bass, and the sub bass is playing this melody. So this is a sustained sub bass playing this melody, and together they sound like this. Then we've got 2 more elements attached to it. So you'll notice the pulse bass, if we get the melody back up, there's a little gap here, here, and here. And that's because that's where the horn is going. So you remember earlier in the build-up, we had the horn from the Dancefloor pack, which sounds like this. And this is playing, you'll see E, C, B in the spots there. So altogether it sounds like this now. And notice the sub bass is playing underneath the horn as well. So you'll see this EQ on the group is cutting out the low. So any sub that was in the horn is not going through and causing any issues. We've also got a further supporting bass, which you can see here, that Hodge added in. And I think it sounds pretty cool. So it just sounds like this. Now this isn't from my sample pack, but it's just essentially a pluck, and you'll be able to find many like this. So that's all the bass elements. There's 4 different bass elements in the track. So I showed you this first 8 bars here, and this will pretty much be duplicated, maybe a tiny bit of variation in this bit here. You can see there's a sub missing, and then we'll duplicate all this here and add some subtle variation. And in this case, the subtle variation is the horns. So I'll play it for you and you'll see the difference with this melody here. And then again here. Just a nice bit of variation to keep the track interesting. So now let's go and look at the drums. So Hodge made most of these, and then I just added a loop on top from the Dancefloor pack to beef it up even more. And these drums sound like this on their own. So it's very kick snare heavy with loads of supporting hi-hats and perks to add groove. So we're just going to grab this first bar. I'll put it on step mode, and you can see very simply if I just take the kick and snare off. So the kick goes first beat and halfway across the third beat. The snare just goes second and fourth. So we get kick snare pattern, and then I'll just introduce these sections one by one so you can hear the difference. So then we have a hi-hat on the third beat, and then a hi-hat playing every single half beat, with them slightly moved on each side. So this adds a bit more groove. You see these little bits in here, and this one's slightly pulled from the middle of the grid, just to add a little bit more groove. And then these faders here do the same. You can also turn some of them down, so you can go like that, like that, like that, to add even more groove. And then we've just got more stuff, basically. So another hi-hat, a little percussion loop, and then we have a ride that hits every single beat. Yeah, rides are really good for adding rhythm as well on top of the hi-hats. So I listened to this and I thought, these drums sound pretty good, but it needs a little bit more groove. So I literally whacked one of these on top, EQ'd it, and it sounded awesome. So we just kept it like that. You can hear it's adding a bit more rhythm, adding another ride in on top of this ride, and adding a little bit of hi-hat magic and a little bit of beefing to the drums. And that's pretty much the drums there. A little bit of variation here. And that just repeats. So this just repeats to here, to here, to here, and so on. And then at the end of this section, we've got this is like a little breaks part to add a bit of a transition effect. This is at the end of the 16 bars. We use the last 2 bars to add a transition effect, which works well with the track. So we've also got a few little effects here. So we've got a crash here, and then a riser just at the end of the section, adding a transition, and then a down filter on the next part of the drop section. So let's just go up here and look at the vocals. So I had to chop the vocals up a little bit because some of it sounded a bit naff. So I cut a bit out and then like duplicated a bit here to get it to sound better.
Let me breathe. Who was before? Let me breathe. Who was before?
So you can see there it repeats itself a little bit, but I think that sounds way better than what it was before if I can find it. kind of didn't really fit. So I did that and then chopped up this bit. And then added that bit in the end section there. And then for this bit, what we did was added some reverb and delay quite heavily to get this cool variation. So listen to this. So we just put it on a new channel and you can see it's got a delay bank on it, a delay bank like this. And that's causing that awesome delay there. And then this section here, we added a little alter buoy. So we turned the formant down -6. So this is like a pitch adjustment. Added the same delay and everything onto it, and it just sounded really cool, so we kept it. So this vocal change along with the horn variation kept the track moving and progressing. And then by the time it got here, it was the end of the drop, and we went back into the second breakdown, second build up and second drop, and then the track finishes. And the track is 3 minutes 2 seconds long, so it's quite short, but these are the kind of tracks that are doing best because everyone has a lower attention span these days because of apps like Instagram, TikTok and all that. So unfortunately, these are the kind of tracks that do better for the algorithm. So that's the track complete. Now let's listen to the track. Remember, this is out now, link down below. Click that link, add it to your playlists. It would mean a lot. Let's listen.
I can feel you everywhere, like a shadow, like a fever. Looking for a getaway, no escape, I'm going deeper. I can't find my way out, I can't fix my broken heart. If you could only let me go, our love turned into a bone. Not this time, I ain't coming back. If I win or lose, I don't even mind. I'm numb, I don't mind. Set me free, let me follow the light. Trapped inside, I can't fight it anymore. Let me be.
On top of this, you might be wondering, how do you sidechain your kick to your basses? I do everything on Kickstart 2 these days. I've got a tutorial on that. I'll leave that in the description. If you're unsure, just watch that, apply it to your tracks, and it's really, really easy. It works perfectly in drum and bass as well. And you might also be wondering, how the hell did he mix this down? So I've got a video, and I'll leave it here, of me mixing down this entire track from scratch, so you can watch it step by step and learn how to mix your tracks better and get them sounding really loud as well. So get watching that and learning as much as possible.